book में ये लिखा है inflation that stuff doesn't work. You have to write in a very simple way, and in the sense that you have to define inflation in a words that even a 10th standard guy understands, right? That one mistake that I had made in the previous attempts was I did not have any strategy in mind how to go about answers. I would see the question and then decide, write whatever I got in mind then and there. So ultimately, I ended up with writing in the moment answers. Like your brain will think of something that you have not thought before, and then you end up writing that point. So it was unstructured and all that. So and ultimately, I paid the price with very low marks. This time, one thing that has helped with Neon's video is that to have a proper structure. That at least for every question, if you see a technical term, you have to define it as an introduction. That I had fixed on it. कि जो भी आया है, any technical term that you get, for instance, inflation पे कुछ आया, let's say. Earlier I had this notion कि examiner को inflation तो पता होगा, he is correcting mains paper तो यार इतना तो आता है. You should write some for some important stuff कि नीति आयोग ने ये बोला है या फिर रघुराम राजन book में ये लिखा है inflation that stuff doesn't work. You have to write in a very simple way, and in the sense that you have to define inflation in a words that even a 10th standard guy understands, right? That will give, and always remember, the best non-fiction writers are somebody who will write in a language that is understandable to even a 10th or 12th standard. Like you take Sapiens book, he covers so much of history, such big history in such simple words with such simple examples. That gives that is a manifestation of clear thinking, that you bring down a definition to its structural components, like simple inflation is the consistent rise in prices of a dedicated commodity of goods. These are like nothing jargon, no jargon, but you have been able to define in one sentence. I had fixed on this approach, and wherever I found any technical term in the question, I used to define. For instance, political democracy के साथ साथ social democracy भी होना चाहिए. Prologue होता है answers में. I would define what political democracy is and which article gives that political democracy. Such simplicity is what examiner looks for. It is not a sign of immaturity. It is a sign of clear thinking. That you know that a technical term ko you are able to define in simple terms possible. For instance, in one video, I think Nian also tells money laundering question आया है and somebody writes.
I'm Ayush here. People are watching.
Ayush,
we
I'm
have
sorry.
To keep that.
Okay, yeah. Ayush tells in one of the post discussion videos, I remember, that money laundering पे question आया है and then somebody writes, money laundering is conversion of black money to white money.
Because I get to read such answers.
Yeah, then it only I would say, as I think you have put it, like it irritates the examiner. They've asked about money laundering and you're defining in another technical term. Black money is not something, it's normal term. It's a technical term. So you have to define in some simplest of terms, like money laundering is, the proceeds or money that is received through illegal means is being shown as a legal money through smurfing or some other transaction, multiple transaction, so that you were able to define in simplistic terms that this happened, this is this. Then the examiner will get impressed ki, acha, you know the stuff. Then in the body you write whatever Niti Aayog se wo padha hai, ye padha hai, that you integrate statistics, committees, all that is good, well and good. But introduction should be simple and to the point. That's when you give the, as I said, it's not dumbing down of your answers. It is actually showing that you know the stuff, you are a clear thinker. That's what you write. This concept applies even in essay.